My name's Dalvin Johnson. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in journalism with a minor in nonprofit leadership, and I am the co-membership chair.
Well, my name is Miracle Stillman. I'm a senior at Georgia State University, and my major is journalism with a concentration in public relations, and my position in Her Campus is co-PR director.
My name is Moya Liang. I'm a second year here at Georgia State, and I'm a journalism major.
My name is Diamond Moore. I'm in my second year, junior level at GSU, because I'm graduating a year early. Oh. And I am the co-senior editor at Her Campus GSU.
I am Kelsey Crawford. I'm a senior. I'm a graduating senior this May. And I am the YouTube co-director for Her Campus GSU. And my major is journalism with a film minor.
My name is Sierra Jenkins. I am a junior and I am the co-campus correspondent for Her Campus GSU. I am a journalism major.
My name is Sydney Hines and I am the president, co-campus correspondent, and graphic designer for Her Campus GSU. I am a graduating senior and I am studying journalism with a concentration in public relations and a minor in English.
This semester I really want to bring back our new YouTube segment, Ask Her. I really want to create a dialogue with women and really just break down the barriers and change perspectives of college students, and maybe if we could reach some people off of Georgia State's campus, that'd be great also. I don't even think it's the issue that we encounter with college women. I think we're just often overlooked. The voice of women to be heard, because we have voices and they should be, each and every story is unique and every story deserves to be heard. I would have to say my favorite memory is the Her Campus tour last spring. Everybody came out, the team was just ecstatic, the energy was awesome. So yeah, that was really a moment for me. I don't think necessarily that I would change anything on GSU's campus. I think in order for me to change the perspective of women, it starts with myself. So before I came to GSU, I made it a point to be more outgoing and open, and that's why I joined Her Campus. And that's how we can reach prospective members and students as well, seeing that the women on this e-board and within this organization, we can set an example and raise the bar.
Why are you laughing at me? I do. I love not just the content that Her Campus gets to put out, but also I love these girls so much because I have a hard time meeting new people and like actually wanting to hang out around them and being around all these beautiful women who are super funny and super energetic. It's just so nice to have that girl gang to like fall back on when I need them. I definitely am partial to our Friendsgiving that we had at the chapter room. Mainly because it was the first time I had hung out with them off campus, and I was like, oh, they want to hang out with me outside of school, and that was a really cool feeling. We ate a lot of really good food, did a lot of dancing. It was just really fun. Definitely the sense of responsibility, because you have to work together as a team on Her Campus. It's like, if you don't write, I can't edit. If I can't edit, then you can't, put it on the contributor board. It's everyone works together, and if you can't do that, you can't do anything. And I think that's a really good lesson to take into my whole life. I don't just want to edit people's articles. I want to help them grow as writers. I want to make sure that they're getting grammatically better and that their content's getting better. And also I would love to see more joint YouTube article type things. So if someone writes an article, we have a video to go with it so that we're catering to both of those audiences. I think that would be a really fun idea.
So I would read articles from Her Campus online, and then I realized after coming to Georgia State that we had a chapter, and I was like, oh, I've really wanted to join because I like the organization as a whole. So then I emailed who was the coordinator at the time, and she said join when our apps open, and they opened. I applied and I got in. So I feel like I really love y'all, and I just like to bring like positivity and sunshine, which like y'all do a lot of, and I just try and help embrace that and further that. I was kind of nervous, like I don't know if I can do it, because just being a writer, and this was my first time ever like working with deadlines. So I was like having to be on the executive board. I don't know if I can do it, but then I applied and I guess y'all felt like I was ready. So here I am. I would really like it if all the members like really knew each other and really felt like we can all connect and be friends, because I've gone to events and it's been some of the first time I've ever met some of the members, and I want everyone to kind of be like a cohesive unit, because I want them to meet people and just be like, are you coming to Georgia State? You should join Her Campus. And I want them to remember this organization so much and think of the friends that they've made just from the organization and want other people to join the same. My favorite Her Campus memory was the Her Campus tour that we just did the past spring. It was so much fun. I liked seeing everybody come in and just really get to like relax. It was a more relaxed event, and we had sponsors, and it was just so much fun. It was like nothing I'd ever seen on the campus before, and I could just tell everyone had a good time. It's a mixture of like the love and support, because you guys are just always so supportive, but just also like realizing that you guys are just people. I guess when you're kind of just like a regular membership, like just a writer, you kind of tend to put people on a pedestal, like wow, it must be so hard to do what they do, and it is, and they deserve credit for that. But talking to you guys and now being on the e-board, I get to see that like, hey, y'all are just people like me. You know, maybe some of you guys didn't feel ready at first, but you took that leap of faith, and just hearing like it's a struggle but you work on it because you're just a person like me. I would just tell her that realize that a lot of the times we feel like, oh, this person's so confident, this person has it all together, and we're all people and we all have problems and we're all going through things. So at the end of the day, you just have to realize that yes, you're going through things. It does seem difficult to be social and be this outgoing person, but at the end of the day, if you're just who you are as a person, people will learn to accept that. Even if they don't like you, they'll always respect you because you are who you are. And just go on and be the person that you want to be, and people will follow you because you're you.
So I'm co-events coordinator. Well, I think we already had like a lot of like good people on the e-board, but I feel like I brought a lot of like organization, like structure, like I'm a get things done kind of girl. So I think that's what I brought. I mean, I kind of dabbled my way, like I looked at every other club that there was, but I don't know, it just wasn't like Her Campus. Like I like what we do, like the way we do things, and I feel like this is just where I belong. With Her Campus, it was first semester, and I think it was during our pink week, I'm not sure, it was one of our weeks, and we had kind of like a speed dating type event, like events that I went to really, and it was just a lot of fun. So that was just like my first time, and I like did my best to make sure it was like good, and it was fun. So yeah, with events, I like to fix all that stuff. I like to make sure like things happen the way they're supposed to happen. So.
Well, I started off at Clayton State and I was in a journalism group there. So when I pretty much made up my mind to transfer to Georgia State, I was looking up different organizations and I was like, okay, this seems pretty cool. Looked it up online. I was like, oh, they're big, so it's legit. Let me sign up, you know? So that's initially the first reason why I joined. My first one was probably when the YouTube staff did the Get to Know Me tag. I thought it was really cool and really fun for us to kind of get to know each other, and it was really funny. The other one was probably my first year when we did the Netflix and Chill, and I thought that was really cool. It was really cool for me to kind of like branch out and meet different people, and it was different from being at an event at Clayton State than to being at an event at Georgia State, because Georgia State is like Clayton State times 5. So it was really cool. Yeah. I would love for us to kind of interact with the students more, as far as like more interviews, more things as far as like just being on campus, the campus correspondent thing, more interviews with like homecoming court, different organizations on campus, and even just fun activities like challenges to do with other people from different organizations. I think questions I would really love to get is just how to deal with pressure as far as being a student, being involved, and also one thing that I've really learned lessons in college is love. So I would love to get answers about like how to deal with heartbreak, how to handle this situation when it comes to this person or that person. I feel like I could really like shed some light on that. It was more about stepping out of my comfort zone and kind of me not doubting myself anymore and me not holding myself back. So I decided to go ahead and stay.
I joined Her Campus because my freshman year I really wanted to get involved on campus, but I also wanted to improve my writing skills and meet like-minded individuals who are also kind of, on the same page as me. But joining Her Campus, I gained so much more than that. I gained friendship and opportunities, and it's just been so fun ever since I joined, and I don't regret it one bit. First of all, I would tell my younger self, find out exactly what you love, because I tend to stray away sometimes when I'm trying to find out who I am, and I feel like sometimes I waste time doing that. So it's just really finding out what you love super early and taking the reins and taking the steps to really just implement yourself and make sure you're involved in the right things, and just making sure that you're happy at the end of the day and not to put too much stress on you because you're still young and you're still figuring things out. What I really like to do on Twitter is the polls. It's really fun to see what everyone picks. That's kind of like the best feature Twitter has right now, but I really like to see the answers at the end because sometimes they can be a little surprising, and I really like to see where everyone's head is at because moving forward I can find out how else I can engage with the audience and how else I can make Her Campus events known to people, because I can see what everyone else is thinking. The event that really stood out to me was the Her Hygiene event, because it was like a educational moment, because there were some guys in there too who really didn't know like what women actually went through with their bodies, and it was really cool to see that they were actually interested in getting to know it, and even some women who really didn't know a lot of things about their own bodies. And so it was cool to see like where everybody's head was at, and really getting educated on what they should do to take care of themselves. And it was just really cool to see like women coming together and talking about stuff like this.
I have one more question.
Okay.
So, what's one thing that you hope others gain from Her Campus?
Ooh, that's a good question. I really want people to see from Her Campus what we actually do for the campus. Like, sometimes I feel like we don't get enough credit for what we do, and so I really just want people to see that we really put our all into what we do, especially because we don't just throw out events or throw out, random things we want to do. Like, we really plan this out to the T, with meetings and emails back and forth, the stress, everybody, implementing their own ideas. Like, it's a lot to do, and it's a lot to deal with, and especially the content that we put out at the same time that we're planning these events. And so I really want people to see that we work together as a team, and that we're really trying to, make the campus better as a whole.
So I joined Her Campus because I always knew that at some point I wanted to be a writer. Whether it was journalism, magazine writing, creative writing, I can kind of do it all. And when I found out that Georgia State had a Her Campus chapter, I was so excited because I knew about the organization when I was in high school. I was like, okay, whatever school that I land at, I'm gonna go ahead and find a chapter and find out how I can join it. And it's funny how I was accepted into Her Campus. It wasn't your normal way. I actually applied and didn't get a notification, so I got denied. But I went to an event where I met our now previous president, and she was like, oh no, we sent you an email. And I was like, I didn't get an email. And she was like, well, I'm gonna send you all the directions because we really loved your application. And that's how I got put on with Her Campus, and it's just been love ever since. My passion for Her Campus goes way beyond the articles that we choose to publish and the videos that we put on our YouTube. My passion for Her Campus starts at me loving writing and loving to tell stories, and really redefining the narrative for a lot of people who feel as though I'm only one of a million, so my story can't be important, when that's not true. I feel as though when you are a woman of color, especially at a university that's predominantly white, or we're in an organization that is not necessarily always the most diverse. Everyone was represented in a light that they felt was the most authentic or the most transparent for themselves. So my advice to my beautiful future members and future staff is it's gonna sound cliche, but it's to honestly be yourself. At a school like Georgia State or in a city like Atlanta, it is all but important to figure out who you are and to navigate these different narratives and these different stories, because you're never going to be the same person from freshman year up until graduation. You're always going to be transforming, and in an organization like Her Campus or just a city like Atlanta, you are going to have to understand who you are and of course whose you are. So when things get hard, don't just up and quit. When it seems as though, oh, I can't do this article, or oh, this person isn't answering me back, don't stop. Just move on to the next person, because somebody's going to give you what you need even if you know that you didn't need it. Like, there's no way that I would have known that I was going to be in charge or aid in leading an organization of Her Campus's stature, because it's really important. It was important to the young lady who charted it here, and it was important to the young ladies who started it up in Boston, and it's even still important to me now. And I want what I want for my members and my executive team to understand is that yes, Her Campus comes with other opportunities in the long run, but for now your duty is to make sure that stories are being told, whether you're YouTube or whether you are a staff writer. It's important that you get the story told, and of course on a timely manner, but on an accurate manner as well.
Don't from the sky, don't from the sky, don't from the sky, don't from the sky, don't. Oh, another star.